Hello, my name is Michael, and I am claiming to be the first awake presidential candidate running for office in 2020. If you're curious what I mean by awake, many of you may recall the old nursery rhyme that goes, "Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream." What if you can wake up from that dream? Well, the truth is you can. Nice to meet you, and yes, I'm serious. I know you don't know me from Adam, but I'm willing to answer any questions about myself, the intent, our campaign, and the vision for our future. I will begin speaking about these publicly and online, and I look forward to interacting with you. At the end of the day, this is not about me. This is about us. This is about us taking control of our future and our government. Now is the time to create a better reality for us and our future generations. I don't like to introduce myself and immediately ask for a favor, but the current climate calls for drastic measures, so please hear me out. Don't worry, I'm not asking you for money or your vote. What I'm asking you for is something way more valuable than that, your time and attention. I know that's a big one to ask for in this matrix of distraction and deception, but the vision will not work without you. You are the key to our future, and we need your participation to change America for the better. This campaign will be like none other, ever. It will be a co-creative movement where the people will formulate how we want to live and govern ourselves versus being offered options by those that may not have our best interests at heart or fully understand our needs. We are going to create the reality we want to experience, and I'm simply offering to help facilitate that process. This is way bigger than one person. That is why the campaign is called Us for 2020, and it will be like nothing you've ever seen or participated in. We are putting you and us first. The campaign will first take a pulse of America in a nationwide event to hear how you want your government to work for you, what changes we can make to ensure that happens, and how we hold people responsible for executing our wishes accountable. If the government is supposed to be for the people, by the people, then what do the people want, and why can't they get it? In my mind, the only thing that's stopping us is us. That's why it's time to unite. This would be like a countrywide Kaizen-like event where we get the people, the 99%, to contribute the ideas and solutions that will benefit us. For those unaware of what a Kaizen is, it is a tried and true methodology of problem solving used by the biggest companies on the planet to make them more efficient. It aids in identifying and implementing solutions to problems and will work for us in the same way it works for them. Instead of using it for profit, we will use it for peace and prosperity. I've participated in the Kaizen process successfully numerous times, and the basic fundamentals apply regardless of the scale. It is inclusive, scientific, data-driven, and works. We clearly define the problem, study the data, gather input, and use those items to formulate a detailed solution. Once implemented, we put in controls to ensure the results are maintained and what we expect is sustainable. We learn from our mistakes during the process and put in fixes to prevent them from happening again. This works for businesses very well, and nothing like this has ever been attempted or documented on this scale before in history regarding politics. We will gather input from you and use education, equality, economics, and empathy as our foundation to build our campaign, solutions, and policies on. We will learn from each other and get to know one another as we show the discussions, processes, information, and progress publicly. No other campaign has the heart or will spend the energy to involve you and allow you to have a say in how policies are formed. This is the first, and it is badly needed in my opinion. How long can we sustain our current path before we destroy ourselves, our environment, or our freedoms? This co-creative movement will be documented openly and transparently, another first in politics. No more secrecy. You can see the journey unfold either in 2 documentaries that we will produce or in 2 reality show seasons that will be broadcast real time up until the election. You can watch as history is being written right here, right now. You will be the co-star of the real-life movement to create a country of peace and prosperity for generations to come. The possibility is real. It's up to us to realize it and make it a reality. The time for waiting for someone else to do what we can do for ourselves is outdated and doesn't work. We've tried that, and now we must take control. It will be a journey, and it won't be easy. Most things worth having are not, but it will definitely be worth the effort, and now is the time to do it more than ever. I know this is new, different, and a bold approach, but once we see that it is possible and will work, it will organically grow, and we can watch the world change with the satisfaction of knowing that we contributed to it and participated in it. Regardless of the outcome, we will learn from each other and shed light on the political process. We will pave the way for intelligent and compassionate people to be empowered to make as large of an impact as they can imagine. Now for the biggest question I get. How will I fund the campaign being that I'm not rich or famous? Few fail to ask why only the rich or famous are able to run for president in the first place, but that's what we are changing. Part of how we will fund the campaign is by creatively capitalizing on the journey itself. We will use our own talents and ingenuity to generate things during the campaign that can be purchased to support it. For example, we can pre-sale exclusive copies of the documentaries that show the journey in detail. It's like owning a piece of the future that hasn't been created yet and getting to participate in its development. Most of you will probably be in it as well, and it would be cool to see those things manifest during the journey and watch how it unfolds. We want this to be a win-win situation and stand by our campaign foundation of equality, as we want to provide you value for your help and hard-earned money. By purchasing our creations, you fund the campaign and get a piece of history. We will not take big corporate contributions and stay independent so that no entity or company can say we owe them any favors. That is part of the problem with the system now, and we have to show an example of how a normal person can run for office and have an impact without huge budgets, contributions, or wasteful spending. We will not lie and say that we have all the answers or that we will not make any mistakes. This is new unknown territory that we are exploring, and we will bump our heads as we find our way. But we will learn from our shortfalls and not make the same error twice. We will use each opportunity on this journey as a learning tool for growth, sharing, and education as we blaze a new trail of truth and integrity right through our political system to the White House. We will utilize the knowledge and experience of the people. We are stronger and smarter together than apart. They use separation, division, and distractions as a means to keep us controlled, uninformed, and fighting each other. They know there is no limit to what we can create if we work in unity. You can watch how the roots grow into the hearts of Americans and the story unfolds right before your eyes. You can see how people get involved and step up to fill in the gaps and bring fresh new ideas and perspectives to make our vision a reality. You can choose to watch or choose to join as we turn a negative image into a vivid, colorful one. Let's create the reality we want to experience. Us for 2020.